Good morning, everyone. This is Royce coming back at you with not so much a let's try or unbox. Well, it is actually an unboxing. It's an unpacketing. I am here. Every time I come to Des Moines, I like to uh spend a little. You know, my family usually gives me a little pocket cash because they know I'm an idiot who burns through money. Now this is Christmas money. And but I thought I'd share some of the stuff I got. First off, from Jay's CD and Hobby, my two boys, Obi-Wan and Vader, foot tall NRFB. I think these are new because they they should not be 25. Let me see. Like there should be a thing here that'll tell me. No, this says 96. This is 96, and but like look at how good the box looks, and look how like good Obi-Wan looks here. Like Vader, he's all black. It's hard for that to fade over time, but it, Obi-Wan, if he is from that long ago, shouldn't be that. And then from Half Price Books, I got a bunch of stupid magazines because I'm that kind of idiot. So let's see, I got the Star Wars Insider magazine, the Cinescape magazine with look at that gorgeous backsplash page. This ye olde Anime Insider magazine, and I found several Game Informers from when I was in high school. So let's see, we got XCOM Enemy Unknown, we've got Assassin's Creed 3, which would have been, I think that came out around the time I graduated. We've got Resistance 3, got Halo Reach. This one, this was one of the last big Halo console releases. This was an event. Like this came out in like September 2011, I believe. My sister and mom went to a hotel for her birthday, so it was just my brother and I. We got a Casey's Pizza, and we played Halo Reach all weekend long. And then Days Gone, which I believe is like a zombie game. I don't know. When was this? It doesn't say. I'm trying not to show you the address that was left on the back of the poor person who sold these to GameStop. It was a lady, though. That is weird. And of course, we have the main thing, the thing that the video is titled after, Pokemon cards. But before we get into that, this video is brought to you by Puppy Josh. Welcome to the fold, Puppy. I picked you specifically because you had a Toon Zelda thing, so hopefully you enjoy Nintendo stuff, including Pokemon. Now I have here Scarlet Violet, Obsidian Flames, Paradox Rift, and Paldea Evolved. And I also have written down here the chase cards from each of these. I've been reading a lot about, well, I've been watching a lot of videos by a Pokemon card guy who has a show called Should He Open It or Should He Keep It Sealed? Wherein he spends an obscene amount of money on Pokemon cards and opens them up to decide if he was right to open them or if he should have kept them sealed. Because you see, it's the mystery is oftentimes more valuable than what is actually in the card or in the card pack, But I didn't get any like $150 packs from 2005 or anything. These are all fairly new. And I also have the chases, the like most expensive cards from each set. So, from Scarlet Violet, we have the Miriam illustrated trainer card. From Paldea Evolved, we have Magikarp illustrated. From Obsidian Flames, we have Charizard EX illustrated. And from PR, we have Roaring Moon illustrated. PR, what was PR again? Paradox Rift, duh. So we're going to open these in order. I assume, well, I don't know. Well, I'm assuming this is the first one, given that it's literally called Scarlet Violet, which is the name of the game itself, game from then. Now, I don't know the pack trick. You're supposed to be able to do a pack trick where you put the guaranteed, like, good card art in the back, but little early in the year for thunder and lightning. Now, these aren't expensive packs. These are like $3 to $4 a piece. Well, $4 to $5 a piece. So, first pack, we have Zangoose. We have Krogunk. Deden, or Dedenne, depending on how you pronounce it. We have Curlia. We have Drifblim. Defiance Band. Tatsugiri, which is the first new Pokemon I've seen. I don't know this one. Energy Retrieval. Ooh, this one has like a neat little background and stuff too. Floette, that's a Pokemon from my favorite generation, Gen 6. Mostly I like it because that's when we had Mega Evolution, which was one of my favorite like Pokemon gimmicks, and also one of my favorite starters. I forget the name of the original one, but I prefer thinking of her by her final evolution, Delphox, because it is a fire psychic. That is a very powerful type combo. Anyway, the Floette also... Oh, look at that. That Floette's got a lovely little background to it, too. And we have Holographic Klawf. I don't know if you can see that. That's very nice. We have a Basic Energy. I believe that's Electric. And... Yep, back to the OG. Okay. So, unfortunately, my information on my Pokedex, if you will, is the thing recording me right now, so I can't exactly tell you how much this pack was worth. Maybe it was worth something. Maybe I got something worthwhile. Yeah. Ooh. If not, that's fine. They'll just go in my little... I do have a lovely little packet of... Or a lovely little, like, card magazine at home that I use. Card thing. I don't know. A scrap, like a photo album for a card album. We'll call it that. Okay, next up is Obsidian Flames. First up, we have Rowlet from Gen 7. That is some lovely art, very impressionistic. We have Baltoy, kind of meh. We have Finizen. I forget his name. Was it Paleo Steno? There was this brony who really wanted a dolphin Pokemon. Well, he finally got his wish. Larvesta, which is... I never liked the Larvesta line. It's basically like a firebug. It doesn't look too interesting to me. Lunatone, which is like a weird little rock moon thing from Gen 3. Ooh, Dartrix. I wonder if we'll complete the set and get the final evolution of Rowlet. What is his name? Decidueye. Because, okay, so it's Deadeye plus Deciduous. Or the Deciduous. And, yeah, because he's a plant owl. Archer. Oinkalone. Looks like if Grumpig were on all fours. We got a trainer card. Brassius. He looks like an a-hole. Whoa! I think we might have hit some pay dirt here. This is gorgeous. We have Cleffa, full art illustration card. Look at that. We have a holographic good Gita. Because Scarlet Violet. For those who don't know, takes place. So like all of the various in versions of Pokemon take place in sort of facsimiles of real places. So like the original Gen 1 and 2 took place in Kanto, and Gen 1, 2, and 3 took place in Kanto, Johto, and Hoenn, which are kind of representations of various parts of Japan. And then like I said, my favorite Gen 6 takes place in France, a version of France. And then Gen 7, which is where or Gen 7 is Alola, which is obviously Hawaii, and Gen 9, which is what Scarlet Violet is, takes place in a version of Spain. And Gita does sound like a very Spanish name. We have some basic psychic energy. Energico. And we're back to Rowlet. Okay. So that Cleffa might be interesting to see what that is worth. Okay. Next we have Paldea Evolved. This is the one that Magikarp is the chase card, which is really funny. Magikarp is considered the most useless Pokemon in the entire games. The joke is that he's like such a useless monster, but then when you get him up to level 20, he turns into Gyarados, and suddenly is a really powerful Pokemon. It's based on a Japanese myth about a koi that swims up a waterfall, and when it passes through the gate at the top, it becomes dragon. Alright, so for Paldea Evolved, we have Hoppip, a Gen 2 Pokemon, I believe. Then we have Wooper. Wooper, this is the version from Gen 9, which instead of becoming Quagsire, becomes Clodsire. So I don't know if they changed the typing at all, because Quagsire was already like groundwater, wasn't he? I don't know. I worry that I've already lost anyone who doesn't like Pokemon. We have Noibat, a bat dragon, which is kind of I can't remember what its typing is, because like dragon is a type in Pokemon. And we have Combee, in my opinion, one of the worst designed bug Pokemon. Like it's just a honeycomb with wings. It does have this thing where if you have a female Combee, it can evolve into Vespiquen, which is just like a giant wasp queen. Knacket? I think that says Knackle-Stack. Give a dog a bone. This old man came rolling home. Looks weird. I haven't seen that one before. It looks like a Minecraft character. We have Calamitous Snowy Mountain. I guess... So, they say that Pokemon is like a kid's version of Magic, so I'm guessing this is supposed to be like a land card. Ooh, Corvisquire. Corvisquire was a great Pokemon. So this is part of the Corviknight line, which were from Gen 8, which takes place in sort of a UK style area. You start in Scotland and you go to London, kinda. The birds there were these blue jays that became ravens. You had Rookidee, Corvisquire, Corviknight. And Corviknight was this big black bird that was a steel flying, I believe. Or it might have been dark steel. I can't remember. But I named mine Darth Vader because it was literally like black feathers with red eyes. It was really cool. We have Larvitar with this lovely little graphic on the card. Larvitar evolves into Tyranitar, which is a really cool like dragon monster thing. Kind of like a Godzilla thing. We have Tauros with another cool little graphic. I haven't seen this version of Tauros yet. Ooh, we have Mimikyu with sort of a foil thing going on here. This might be nice. Then we have basic energy, and that's it. Fire energy. Okay. Damn. All right. So, nothing too exciting that we know of so far. Like I said, that Cleffa might be something, but heck, maybe I've just been pulling like non-stop gold this entire time, and I just don't know yet. Finally, we have Paradox Rift. I saved this one for last because it had the coolest name. I hope you all are having a good time. Alright, first up we have Feebas. Feebas is actually the, I believe, Gen 3 version of Magikarp. At a high level, it evolves into Milotic, turning from this gross, ugly little thing into a very very nice looking, like not eel, but like serpentine ice fish creature. We have Apom, this ugly monkey thing from Gen 2 that I never really liked the look of. Speaking of ugly monkeys, we have Pansage from Gen 5. So Pansage, Panpour, and Panseer are all these like monkeys uh that are based on the three basic Pokemon types. Uh Grass, fire, water. And they just don't look appealing to me. Like, look at that. That's just an ugly little thing. It looks like it's meant to be cute. I don't know. Mantike. So, okay, this is actually funny. So, Jaden Animations went to Japan for a Pokemon, for a Pokemon thing with her friends or whatever. And they said, and they were like, and one of them was an interview with the guys who make the cards, and someone else in the group that Pokemon brought over asked the game director, like, hey, could you please make more Mantike cards because I love Mantike. And I think this is actually one of the that they've, because Mantike literally only had 2 cards in the entire set. The game director says that his favorite card is Gengar, or favorite Pokemon is Gengar, so they made a lot of Gengar. Um, but Mantike, and then Orthworm. It's Worm Train. This reminds me of a Drawfee bit that maybe I'll link in the description below, where they make fun of Elon Musk by talking about because like it's a shape drawing challenge, and one of them's like, well, what if I make it a worm or maybe a train, and they start riffing off that and make fun of Musk's like incompetence. Ooh, this is cool looking. We have Absol. Absol's like just this. I think it's Ice Dark. It's a very like edgelord Pokemon because it's got an asymmetrical design, which is very edgelord. Like, here's the thing, like, kind of for those who don't know what edgelord is, just like goth kind of like it's kind of like goth or gamer, or it's like a cross between the two, where you are just such a kind of like a bleh. Anyway, but it's a cool Pokemon. Oh hey, we have Simisear, the evolution of Simisear. Well, I can't remember if it's evolution or whatever. I don't know. Like I said, I don't like the design. Crobat, the final evolution of the Gen 1. So this was actually so Zubat was a Pokemon introduced in Gen 1. And then they created a third evolution for it in Gen 2 called Crobat, which you got by getting yourself a cool, like a high friendship with it, which I don't know how friendship works in Pokemon. We have Porygon. So, okay, Porygon is literally just the Japanese version of Polygon, which, yeah, make your jokes. And Porygon was actually, he wasn't directly responsible, but the Pokemon episode that featured him was directly responsible for like a seizure epidemic in Japan when the episode first came out. So the episode got pulled from circulation, never made it to the US. The sad thing is, do you know who caused it? Who caused the seizure blast? Pikachu shooting missiles. Like, okay, Pikachu using his electric shock to detonate two missiles before they could reach, the good guys on Porygon going through the digital world. Wait, wrong show. But no, literally, Porygon is a digital Pokemon. He was created in a computer. And this has some cute little card art where he's with some blocks, and it's got that nice little graphic in the background. Of course, then we get Panpour. So they really did go through all three, and just to screw with me, I guess. We have Morpeko, a dark fairy. So Morpeko's a Pikachu riff. For those who don't know, almost every generation has their own version of Pikachu, and I don't know why. I can kind of guess why. At first, they did it because they wanted to make the next Pikachu, because Pikachu was such a popular Pokemon. But then it just kind of became the thing that they had to do. And Morpeko's thing is that he's a dark fairy, and he transitions between a fairy and a Pokemon. Then we have basic energy. And that's it. That is the end. Well, there were some fun Pokemon here. I'll have to see what they're all worth, but maybe I did get something. Maybe I didn't get anything. That's the name of the game. It wasn't, like this was like what, $12 total. I got like a 30 card deck, or no, 40 cards here. Probably something of value here. Who knows? Anyway, that's gonna be it for me today. Y'all have a good one. This is Royce Miller. I'm outie.